Hey guys, what's up? Tevin, the speaker here. Welcome back to another episode of the series, Rediscovering the Power of Your Purpose. Okay, and I also have a mini announcement, very exciting. The title for my book has changed. Right, now, let me explain why. Firstly, it's very exciting. So, the new title that I'm working with right now allows me to access the target market that I had in mind. Right, so if you look at the age group I was targeting, it's basically from 16 years old upwards. That's the age group I was targeting through this book. And now the new title that I've developed kind of allows me to access this space, exactly this space. So that's why it's necessary. So please make sure that you are following me on or following the team on Tevin the speaker to find out updates about the new title, about the new cover. Beautiful cover, I must be honest. Beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to give it to you guys. But yeah, make sure you're following the different pages and the different platforms. Okay. Anyway, let's get into it. The discussion I would like to have concerning this topic is this: purpose is for mankind. Very simple, very easy. Now, let's get into it, right? So, I don't know if you believe in a God or not, but I do. I do. I believe that there is a God. And when I look at everything that's around me and I look at how things function, it can only make sense that there is a God. Right. So now what's important is to understand where God has positioned you as mankind. So if you look at it in the ecosystem of the world, right? So let's just study the world for a second. You have different kingdoms. You have the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the oceanic kingdom, the bacterial kingdom. You probably have other kingdoms as well, but you also have in those other kingdoms is included the kingdom of mankind. Okay, so that is man kingdom. That's what it is. So if you look at where God has positioned man kingdom, and the statement that I would like to make is this: um, everything that has been created is centered around the functioning or the functionality of mankind. Right. So if you look at where man is positioned according to God, right? God has positioned man right at the top of the food chain. The the managers, the rulers of the earth is mankind. How do I know this? If you look at the different kingdoms and you study them and you see that when these kingdoms actually fulfill their purpose and they do what they are supposed to do, it is the kingdom of man who benefits. If you look at it, food now comes from the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom. Building materials comes from the plant kingdom. Medicine comes from the plant kingdom, and even the bacterial kingdom. So all of these kingdoms, when they fulfill their purpose, it is mankind who benefits. Listen, man did not travel off the earth, right, to go and find materials somewhere in space to then bring those materials back to earth and work with those materials. No. Mankind took what was already in the earth and then developed the car, the phone, the laptop, the different kind of meals, the different kind of buildings. It's all from the resources that is within the earth. So if you look at it, what could the purpose of mankind then be? I have a question for you. What is the difference between a bush and a garden? Very simple. The answer is order. So if you look at it, mankind is then meant to use these resources that mankind has been given to bring order to the world. Why? Because we are supposed to make the world, to make the planet Earth, we are supposed to do what God would do in planet Earth. So God has kind of set everything up and then he has left mankind to say, okay, do what I would do in the earth. Make this place like heaven. Make this place as though I do what I would do in the earth. That's what God is doing. And that's why God has positioned man right at the top, because man can actually bring order to the earth. That is why it is so important that man begins to understand their own purpose, their own function, so that they can function within the ecosystem that God has created, so that the world can know peace, finally, so that the world can know peace and order. That's the power that you have, man. You are supposed to do what God would do in the earth. So what are you good at? Find what you're good at. Use the resource that has been made available to you and change the world with it. And that's the message. That's the message for this episode. Catch us next time on the series, Rediscovering the Power of Your Purpose. Thank you. Thank you.